Look, you know what's funny? A lot of people don't understand what it actually takes to get a business off the ground and what business owners go through. I'm not talking about the millionaire business owners. I'm talking about the small one-man show, the one-man band, the one-man owner. Have you really looked at what it takes for a one-man band or one-man show or one-man operation to get his business off the ground to where he is profitable? A lot of people don't. That's why a lot of people have opinions on what it is you need to be doing or how you need to be doing it. And I can just give you my little experience firsthand. It's never about the destination. It's your journey which shapes and molds you into the man that you are. And I want you to enjoy every second of it because it makes it all worth it once you look back. And I can say this moment that I'm in right now is the best moment in business, the best time. It's an awesome feeling. But let me give you a little bit of the beginning stages, the grind. Now, along the way, everybody had their opinion on what it is I need to be doing. I've had people tell me, man, you don't need to leave your full-time job. I've had people tell me, man, you're not spending enough time at home with your family. I've had people tell me, it's just, listen. I'm gonna be honest, I don't listen to none of it. Like, a lot of y'all feel like y'all can counsel me. Like, I just let you talk. I don't want to be disrespectful, but man, I'm not trying to hear your counseling. You're not fixing to tell me nothing. Then you'll have those same people say, well, man, if a man ain't willing to take heed or take counsel, he's not gonna get nowhere in life. But what people need to understand is I'm taking heed, I'm taking counsel. I'm just not taking heed and counsel from you. I'm being respectful and let you talk, but I'm not taking counsel from you. The simple fact is nobody is in the trenches with that man while he's getting that business off the ground. Nobody is. He's in those trenches by himself. He's in there by himself. And everybody have an opinion on how it is or what it is he could have done better. It's like everybody when they head to work Monday morning and they talking about what the quarterback should have done Sunday, 10 seconds left, and he got these 300-pound linemen chasing him. Block all that out. Seek counsel from the ones you want to seek counsel from. Keep pushing. Now look, I'm going to talk about some things that I've done in my life and in my business. It is not special. I've watched others before me do it, and there's people coming after me that's doing it, and there's people doing it right now in this moment. It's just a simple fact. You on Gibson's Lawn Service channel, and I'm telling my story. And this other guy's not telling his story. Look, I remember making a sacrifice in my business at one point. I used to go to the barbershop every single week. And I don't remember what haircuts was costing, but I was paying my barber $30 a cut. But I was going every week, which ranged to about $120 a month. But I wanted to buy me a new zero turn for my business. And I started crunching the numbers and doing the math. I said, man, if I stop going to the barbershop, that'll free up $120 a month. And the only thing I would have to do is add another $50 to this, and I can have this zero turn more. That's what I did. So I called my barber. I say, hey, man, I ain't coming back to the shop. Blah, 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 blah. And, I'm hurting his pockets. I get it. I'm hurting his pockets, but at the same time, it's not about him. So I was able to do that. Stop going to the barbershop, start cutting my own hair, messing it up. I gotta go home and try and cut it today. That was maybe 2 years ago. But the sacrificing, it never stopped there. Like, man, when people ask for discounts or feel like they can't pay me, like, bro, I done sacrificed so much to be right here. You fixing to pay me. And then for the people that got an opinion on what it is I need to be doing, like, bro, man, move around, because I ain't trying to hear nothing you saying. Like, these are some of the small things I sacrifice. Like, bro, I haven't bought any clothes in 6 years. When you see me outside of Gibson's Lawn Service uniform, you're seeing me in sweatpants and a pack of t-shirts from Walmart with some 7-year-old Jordan. This is the moment right here that you need to live in, because you will look back on these moments and you will be appreciative. And it's moments like this that will make you grind even harder. So with me finally getting the zero turn paid off, I was like, man, I can start back going to the barbershop, get a haircut. Nah, we not about to do that. So all of the money that we was dumping on that zero turn, we fixing to dump it on this dump trailer. And we fixing to keep going up. Still ain't bought no clothes, still ain't bought no shoes, still ain't going back to the barbershop. Now, don't get me wrong, I make sure my wife and kids have what they need. My wife want her hair done, I'm gonna make it happen. If she want to go out of town or something and I can afford it, I'm gonna make it happen. If my kids need something, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna give them some of their wants, not all of them. I don't spend no money on myself unless it's making me money. The only thing I treat myself is to good meals every night. I love salmon high, I'm gonna buy my salmon. I was drinking my Polar Pops, kind of trying to stop that, so whatever. Gave up pork, steak, beef, shrimps, lobster, all of that. I don't mind sacrificing to get to that next level. I was talking to one of my buddies the other day. Like, listen, I write down all my goals, everything I'm trying to achieve in this life. 95% of the time I would hit them. It's not about the material possessions. Well, anyway, me and one of my buddies were talking. We was talking about, me talking about getting some shop space, because I'm in the process of growing. And when you growing a business, it's sucking cash. Growing is sucking cash because it's always something that I have to buy because I am in the growing stages of my business. And this guy, he's not really in the growing stages of his business no more. He's kind of gotten everything he's needed, gotten everything he wanted, and he kind of, I'm finally living this good side of life. And I'm trying to get there. So when you talk to somebody like that been through what you're going through and is already on the other side, their counsel will be a little different from somebody sitting on the sideline saying, you should have done this or you shouldn't have done that. Well, anyway, we was talking, and he was telling me about some lots. He was like, man, look, they got some lots over here. I said, yeah, they got some lots, but I can't do nothing with them. So I got to looking into it like, man, that's county, that's not city. You can kind of, if you want to just buy a lot or two, clear it off, fence it up, throw you some gravel out there in the metal building, you can do that. So instantly I start crunching numbers in my head. I said, man, this stuff is really possible. So I'm looking like, well, man, what them lots gonna cost me? I already see what the lots gonna cost me. So I know, man, all I gotta do is go in the bank and say, look, I need 20 grand. I need 20 grand. First thing the bank gonna holler, well, man, let's see how much, go get your tax returns. Again, don't listen to suckers in business, because if you showing that you only making $10,000 a year and you really making 100, hey man, we can't afford to loan you no money. You ain't making no money. Oh, let's see your tax return. Oh, you got pretty good income. Okay, we'll loan you the money. Or we'll loan you the money, but we need collateral. Man, look, I got F-250 paid for. Here's a title. Let's do it. Then you already start planning in your mind how you gonna sacrifice even more to go ahead and get these lots, clear them off, fence them up, gravel them down, and then go up with a metal building. Because now there's another thing added to the list that you're trying to complete to next year. And I'm doing 2 major purchases next year. I'm doing 2 major purchases next year. I'm not about to sit up, get on YouTube and talk about it. Just keep watching. Now, with all that going on in your mind, how you gonna elevate, how you gonna grow, how you gonna be making more money to provide for your family, you'll have people over here telling you, you need to be doing this, man. You need to be at home more. You need to do this. You need to, like, listen. I've had to sit down with my wife and explain to her what it is I'm trying to accomplish, what it is I'm trying to do. At times, she still wasn't understanding. Well, I just don't understand why you got to be gone 6 days a week to do what it is you say we trying to do. Where the money at? Where the money at? We've had those conversations. Yeah, look, I'm making the money, but I got to take this money, put it on here to put us here in a better position. Over time, she understood what it is I'm trying to do, and now it's no question. It's them outsiders I don't entertain. Family or not. Friends or not. And I'm not, listen, I ain't, man, boy, look at that. Boy, look at that. Boy, look at that. Boy, look at that. Say about 16 with that doggone gully. Boy, he making some money. Look, you got to be willing to have a conversation with yourself before you even decide to start a business. I done it. Why y'all think I can jump on this camera and just talk and flow like I'm flowing? Because I have conversations with myself in the mirror talking just like this. Before I started this business, bro, you sure that's what you want to do? Man, let's do it, man. Bro, I'm about to, this last 3 grand I got sitting in my savings account, I'm about to spend this last 3 grand on a doggone 0 turn in a trailer. You sure that's what you want to do? Man, let's do it. And in the midst of me doing it, I'm not charging enough, busting windows, not making money. I'm having these conversations with myself. Bro, you got to do better, man. I done gave y'all my money and it ain't working. I'm having this conversation with myself. Man, I'm going to my full-time job every day. I'm working this on the side, man. I don't see no profit. I want to give up and quit. I'm having this conversation with myself, talking like I'm talking to another human being. Other day, I'm having this conversation with myself. Bro, I really don't want to go get a job in November, man. I kind of want to chill. Man, people gonna look at me like I knew he wasn't gonna make it. I had this conversation with myself, like, bro, I'm not doing this for nobody but me. And if we trying to make these 2 major purchases next year like we plan on making, it is a must. Second week in November, you be in somebody's shipyard welding. It is a must. You need to bring home that $1,200 a week. Man, I gotta work 6 days for that $1,200. I could come out here, man, day and a half and get the $1,200, which you ain't gonna be making $1,000 a day in November. So you need to go to this shipyard and weld for $1,200 a week. Man, I really don't need it, man. My bill's paid up. You could take this doggone $1,200 a week. You can drop $2,000 a month on this item that you trying to get taken care of, and it's done. And then we can move on to the next purchase. Man, I really don't want to report to nobody else, man. I got used to working for myself. I'm talking all the trash on YouTube. Man, I don't care nothing about the YouTube channel you talking about. Second week in November, you gonna be welding for somebody else. We done with these conversations. I had them conversations with myself, man, because there's nobody else gonna push me how I'm gonna push me. Sacrifices, bruh. You got to make sacrifices, man. You got to make sacrifices. You have to. It is imperative. Man, he said he making all that money. Man, dude got the same shoes on for the past 6 years. Every time I see him, man, he either got gray sweatpants on, black sweatpants, or them navy blue ones with a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt. Man, I don't think he making no money. That's not important, bro. That's not important. My family's taken care of. My wife's taken care of. My 4 daughters are taken care of. Man, I sacrificed some clothes, a haircut, some shoes to go buy a zero-turn dump trailer and buy this and buy that. What's making me money? These are the important stages of your business, the growing stages, because you're gonna look back and say, man, this was worth it. When you finally pull up to the dump, listen, when you finally pull up to the dump, press a button and turn around and leave, all the sacrifices was worth it. You know how many times I came out here to this doggone dump and emptied everything hand by hand, sweating, and the big boys pull up with their dump trailers. Man, you should have called up and pulled right back off. Oh, bro. Oh, man, it don't work like that, bro. I'm getting my own, dog. I'm getting my own. We here now. Look, I'm about to dump this load. Turn my podcast back on and go give a quote on the job. And if he agreed to the job, do it today on a Saturday. Then go home and watch Colorado.